Let me ask you something real quick, and I want you to actually think about this before I keep going. How much money have you spent in the last 5 years? On cars, on repairs, on vacations, on things that broke and needed fixing? Now ask yourself, where is all that money right now? Gone. Every single dollar. Spent, handed over, and gone forever. And here is what makes it worse. Most of that money did not just disappear into the thing you bought. A big chunk of it went to a bank in the form of interest. Interest on your car note, interest on your credit card, interest on your mortgage. And that interest? That is pure profit for the bank. You get nothing back. Not a thank you, not a dividend, not even a coupon. Now, I want to show you something today that is going to make you genuinely angry at first, and then really, really excited, because there is a strategy, a real, boring, completely legal strategy that lets you recapture that money, that lets you spend and keep your money working at the same time. Stick with me for the next 15 minutes, because by the end of this video, the way you think about spending money will never be the same again. Let us start with the biggest lie in personal finance. The lie is this: when you pay cash for something, you are being smart. You are avoiding debt. You are winning. Sounds right. Feels right. But it is only half true. Yes, you avoided paying interest to a bank. Good. But here is what nobody tells you. That money you spent in cash, it also stopped growing. It stopped compounding. It stopped earning dividends. It stopped doing anything useful at all. Economists call this opportunity cost, and it is just as real as the interest you would have paid a bank. You just cannot see it on a statement anywhere. So here is the brutal truth about every purchase you make. Whether you finance it through a bank or pay cash out of pocket, you are losing money two ways every single time. Way number one, the actual price of the thing. Way number two, either the interest you paid to a lender or the growth you gave up by spending your own savings. That is the double cost of every dollar you spend, and most people go their entire lives never realizing it. Now here is the question that changes everything. What if you could eliminate way number two entirely? What if there was a system where your money kept growing and compounding, even while you were out spending it on life? That system exists. It has existed for over 150 years, and it is called the infinite banking concept. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is some complicated thing for rich people, let me stop you right there. This is not complicated, and it is not just for rich people. It is for anyone who is tired of watching their money disappear and never come back. The core engine of infinite banking is something called the Recapture Mechanism. That is what we are unpacking today, step by step, so you fully understand it before this video is done. But first, let us talk about how a bank actually works, because understanding your enemy is the first step to beating it. When you deposit money into a savings account, the bank takes your money. They lend it out to other people at 7, 8, 9% interest. They pay you maybe 0.5% as a thank you for letting them use it. They keep the rest as profit. You are the bank's best customer. You give them your money, they profit from it, and you sit there earning basically nothing. Now flip that. What if you were the bank? What if your money sat in a system that you controlled, that you could borrow from, that earned you the returns instead of some institution downtown? That is the entire premise of infinite banking. You become your own banker. You control the flow of your own money. And the vehicle that makes this possible is a specific, specially structured type of life insurance policy. I know what you are thinking. Life insurance? Really? Bear with me for 2 minutes because this is not what you think it is. We are not talking about term life insurance. Term life is renting coverage. You pay premiums, you get coverage, the term expires, and you have nothing to show for it. We are talking about dividend-paying whole life insurance from a mutual insurance company, and we are using it in a completely different way than most people understand. Inside a whole life policy, every premium you pay builds something called cash value. Think of it as your personal banking reserve. It sits inside the policy and grows. It grows tax-deferred every single year. It earns guaranteed interest. It earns dividends from the insurance company on top of that. And here's the part that makes it unique compared to any other savings vehicle. It never goes backward. ever. The stock market crashes, your cash value does not care. It just keeps growing quietly no matter what is happening in the economy outside. Now here's where the recapture mechanism kicks in, and this is the moment everything starts to click. That cash value is accessible to you at any time. You can borrow against it with no credit check, no approval process, no questions about what you're using it for. You call the insurance company. You say you need $15,000. They send it. Done. But here's the critical piece that separates this from every other borrowing strategy you've ever heard of. When you borrow against your cash value, your full cash value stays in the policy and keeps earning. It does not go anywhere. The insurance company is not pulling your money out and handing it to you. They're lending you money from their own funds using your cash value as collateral. Your money never left. It stayed in the policy. It kept growing. You just got a check too. Read that one more time because it is important. Your money never left, and you got to use $15,000. Both things happened at the same time. That is the power of the recapture mechanism in its simplest form. Money working in two places at once. Now let us add the second layer. Paying yourself back. When you take a policy loan, you're expected to pay it back. But here's what makes this completely different from a bank loan. There is no fixed repayment schedule. No monthly minimum payment with a penalty if you miss it. No banker calling you. You set your own repayment pace. You pay yourself back on a schedule that works for you. And when you do pay back the loan, you're paying interest too, just like any loan. Except here, that interest goes right back into the policy ecosystem. The interest does not go to a bank and disappear. It comes back to your system. It adds to your overall financial infrastructure. You just recaptured the cost of financing. That is what recapture means. You spent money, you used it, and the financing cost came home to you instead of leaving forever. Let me walk you through a real-world example so this becomes completely concrete. Say you've been building your policy for a few years, and you now have $30,000 in cash value. Your car dies. You need a new one. The dealership offers you financing at 7.9% interest over 60 months. On a $25,000 car at 7.9% over 5 years, you will pay roughly $5,400 in interest to that bank. $5,400 that you will never see again. Now let us run the infinite banking version. You take a policy loan for $25,000. Your cash value stays in the policy at full value, still earning its dividends and guaranteed interest. You pay yourself back over the same 5 years with interest. Let us say you charge yourself 5% because you want to be disciplined about it. That interest comes back into your policy. Your cash value is now higher than it would have been without the transaction. You drove the same car. You spent the same amount of money. But instead of giving $5,400 to a bank, you kept it circulating in your own system. That is recapture, and it works every single time you use it. Now multiply that across a lifetime of purchases. 3 cars over 20 years, 2 home renovations, a business startup, college tuition, medical bills. Every single one of those financing costs, instead of going to a bank forever, comes back into your personal banking system. The numbers compound in a way that is genuinely hard to believe until you see the math. We are talking potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime that stay in your family instead of enriching a bank. Now I want to address the 3 biggest objections people have when they first hear this, because if you are skeptical right now, that is actually a good sign. It means you are paying attention. Objection number 1. Whole life insurance has terrible returns compared to investing in the stock market. And here is my answer. You are making the wrong comparison. Infinite banking is not an investment strategy. It is a banking strategy. You do not compare your checking account to the S&P 500. You do not compare your savings account to real estate returns. You compare them to each other because they serve different functions. The correct comparison for infinite banking is not the stock market. It is your bank account. And against your bank account, a properly structured whole life policy wins every single time. Better growth rate than a savings account. Tax advantages a savings account does not have. Borrowing access a savings account cannot provide. And a death benefit your savings account definitely does not offer. Objection number 2. The fees in whole life insurance are too high. This is true for a standard whole life policy sold by a standard agent who is focused on commission. But a policy structured specifically for infinite banking is different. It uses something called paid-up additions, which are extra chunks of paid-up insurance you can add to your policy. Paid-up additions carry almost no fees. They go directly to building your cash value, and they start earning dividends immediately. A correctly structured policy front-loads these paid-up additions so that your cash value grows quickly from the very beginning, not slowly over 20 years. The structure of the policy is everything. A good policy structured wrong is still a bad policy. Objection number 3. I need a lot of money to start this. You do not. The entry point is lower than most people think. A modest monthly premium into a correctly structured policy begins building your system immediately. In fact, starting small and staying consistent is often better than starting large and being inconsistent. The system rewards discipline, not just dollars. Now let us talk about something that does not get enough attention in conversations about infinite banking, the tax advantages, because this is where the strategy goes from good to genuinely extraordinary for people who understand it. First, your cash value grows completely tax-deferred. You pay no taxes on the growth inside the policy year after year. The IRS does not touch it while it sits there compounding. Second, policy loans are not taxable events. When you borrow against your cash value, that is not income. It is a loan. The IRS does not classify it as taxable income. You just accessed $25,000 of your own money with zero tax consequence. Try doing that with a 401k or an IRA before retirement age without a penalty. Third, in retirement, a correctly structured policy allows you to take income through a process of loans and partial surrenders that, when done correctly, results in income that is never taxed as ordinary income. You spent decades building a tax-free financial engine, and in retirement, that engine pays you without the IRS taking its cut. Compare that to a traditional 401k. You get a tax deduction now, but every dollar you pull out in retirement is taxed as ordinary income. You deferred the taxes, you did not eliminate them. Infinite banking, done correctly, can eliminate them. Not defer, eliminate. Now let us talk about the generational piece, because this is where infinite banking becomes truly powerful for families. When you build a whole life policy correctly, it does not just benefit you. It can be structured to benefit your children and your grandchildren after you are gone. The death benefit passes to your heirs income tax-free. The cash value can be transferred. The banking infrastructure you built does not have to die with you. Wealthy families have understood this for generations. They use whole life policies not as insurance products, but as multi-generational wealth transfer vehicles. They set up policies on their children when they are young, build up cash value over decades, and pass along both the wealth and the banking system to the next generation. A child whose family starts this strategy when they are 5 years old will have a completely different financial foundation at 35 than someone who discovered it at 45. Time is the most powerful ingredient in this entire system. Now, I want to be completely honest with you about one thing, because I think honesty is what builds trust, and trust is what this topic requires. Infinite banking is not a fast system. In the first 2 to 3 years, your cash value will likely be less than the total premiums you have paid in. That is normal. That is the cost of building the infrastructure. Think of it like buying a building. The first few years, you are paying off the purchase cost. After that, the building starts generating returns. The early years feel slow. The later years feel powerful. Most people quit financial strategies before they get to the powerful part. The ones who stick with infinite banking for 10, 15, 20 years look back and cannot believe they ever considered quitting. Patience is not optional with this strategy. It is the price of admission. Let me also be clear about what infinite banking is not. It is not a replacement for investing. You should still invest. It is not a way to get rich overnight. Nobody is promising you 20% returns here. It is not something you set up with any random life insurance agent. The policy structure matters enormously, and most agents do not know how to structure it correctly for banking purposes. What it is a permanent, tax-advantaged, personally controlled banking infrastructure that grows quietly in the background of your financial life and gives you access to capital on your own terms whenever you need it. So let us bring this all together. Here is what infinite banking using the recapture mechanism actually does for you in plain language. 1. It stops your money from dying every time you spend it. Your cash value keeps growing even when you borrow against it. 2. It recaptures the financing costs you would have paid to a bank. That interest comes home to your system instead of disappearing forever. 3. It grows your money tax-deferred and gives you tax-free access through policy loans. The IRS does not get a cut on every transaction. 4. It gives you capital access on your own terms. No credit check, no approval process, no banker deciding whether you deserve your own money. 5. It creates a system that can last beyond your lifetime, a generational financial infrastructure, not just a personal savings account. These 5 things together are why people who truly understand infinite banking call it the most important financial decision they ever made. Not because it is flashy, not because it promises crazy returns, but because it quietly, permanently changes the direction that your money flows. Instead of flowing out to banks and never coming back, it flows through your system and keeps building something real. Now, if everything in this video resonated with you and you want the complete roadmap, every principle, every structure, every mistake to avoid, and every question you need to ask before you sign a single thing, it is all in the book. The book is called Infinite Banking Unsealed. It is written in plain language for real people, not financial advisors, not Wall Street insiders, people who work hard, pay bills, and want their money to finally start working as hard as they do. The link is in the description below this video. Go grab it, read it before you talk to any insurance agent about this strategy. Knowledge first, signatures second. If this video made you think differently about where your money goes, the book will permanently change how you see every dollar you earn, spend, save, and invest for the rest of your life. Subscribe because every week we go deeper on wealth strategies, personal finance systems, and the concepts that actually build generational money for real families. Drop a comment right now. Tell me, what is the last big purchase where you handed money to a bank and never got it back? A car note? A home renovation? Credit card interest you are still paying? Tell me below. I read every single comment. And remember this one thing before you go. Your money should never stop working, not even when you spend it. That is the promise of infinite banking, and Infinite Banking Unsealed shows you exactly how to collect on that promise.